Today, we're going to explore a powerful Bible verse, Psalm 59 verse 16. This verse talks about singing in the morning, and there's so much more to it than just starting your day with a song. It's about the power of music, mercy, and declaring God's strength over your life. Let's dive into the full verse and uncover what it really means and how we can apply it practically. Psalm 59 verse 16, NKJV, says, "But I will sing of your power. Yes, I will sing aloud of your mercy in the morning. For you have been my defense and refuge in the day of my trouble." Wow, what a powerful verse. It speaks to God's protection, His mercy, and His strength, all of which we can experience through singing in the morning. But what's the context of this verse? Why does David, who wrote this psalm, say he'll sing of God's power and mercy so early in the day? Let's break it down. Psalm 59 was written by David when he was in a really tough spot. He was being hunted by King Saul, who had become jealous of him. Saul sent soldiers to David's house to kill him, but David was warned by his wife, Michal, and managed to escape. In this psalm, David is pouring out his emotions, asking for God's protection and deliverance. He is surrounded by enemies, yet he declares that God is his refuge. Now, in the middle of all this chaos and danger, David says, "I will sing of your power and your mercy in the morning." Why the morning though? Why is this so significant? First off, let's talk about the morning. Morning represents a fresh start, a new beginning, and the opportunity to set the tone for the rest of your day. In David's case, he was facing constant threats, and yet, he made a conscious decision to begin his day by praising God's power and mercy. This was his way of saying, no matter what's coming at me today, God's mercy and power will be my focus. There's something so powerful about starting your day with worship and praise. It aligns your heart with God's promises and shifts your perspective. When you sing in the morning, especially songs that focus on God's power and mercy, you are setting a foundation of faith that can carry you through the trials of the day. So, let's look into the physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual benefits of starting your day with songs of power and mercy. Starting your day with song, whether it's in the shower, in your car, or in your living room, has profound effects. 1. Physical benefits. Singing is actually good for your body. It engages your diaphragm, your lungs, and your heart. Singing in the morning can boost your circulation and oxygenate your body, which leads to improved energy levels. So, think of it as a spiritual workout. 2. Mental benefits. Mentally, singing powerful songs in the morning sharpens your focus. When you sing about God's power and mercy, your mind is reminded of who you're trusting in. You're declaring victory over any anxiety or stress that might be trying to take hold. It sets a peaceful, yet strong tone for your day. 3. Emotional benefits. Singing songs of mercy and power brings healing to your emotions. Emotions are complex, and they can fluctuate throughout the day. But when you start your morning with a song that affirms God's grace and His power to overcome any trial, it helps stabilize your emotional state. It's like you're giving yourself permission to feel hope, joy, and peace, even when the world around you may seem chaotic. 4. Spiritual benefits. On a spiritual level, singing in the morning strengthens your faith. It's a powerful act of worship and a reminder that God's power is greater than any challenge. You are declaring His truth over your life, His mercy covers you, and His strength sustains you. This is what David did, and this is what we are called to do as well. Now, the kind of songs David was referring to, songs of power and mercy. These are songs that remind us of who God is and what He can do. They speak of His strength, His might, and His loving kindness. Songs of power remind us that God is greater than any obstacle. Songs of mercy remind us that even though we might not deserve it, God's love and grace are limitless. Examples of songs of power might be Waymaker by Leland. This song reminds us of God's power over the unknown and His ability to make a way through the storms of life. How Great Is Our God by Chris Tomlin, a classic declaration of God's power and greatness. Songs of mercy might include Amazing Grace, My Chains Are Gone, by Chris Tomlin, a beautiful reminder of God's grace and how it frees us from bondage. Your Mercy by Bethel Music, a heartfelt song declaring God's mercy in our lives. These songs, when sung in the morning, can help align your spirit with God's heart for you. Historically and biblically, there are many instances where singing or worshiping in the morning had a profound impact. Take for example the story of Jehoshaphat in 2 Chronicles 20. When Israel was about to face a massive enemy army, Jehoshaphat instructed the people to sing songs of praise to God. And what happened? God defeated their enemies without them even having to fight. Another example is Paul and Silas, who, when imprisoned, chose to sing hymns in the middle of the night. Their singing led to an earthquake that miraculously freed them. Singing brings God's presence into our situations, shifting the atmosphere and our faith. So, how can we apply Psalm 59 verse 16 to our own daily lives? Here are a few practical tips. 1. Start your day with a song. When you wake up in the morning, put on a worship song that speaks to God's power or His mercy. Even if you're not a morning person, start small. Just one song can make a huge difference in your outlook. 2. Sing loudly. Don't just mumble along. Sing out loud, even if it's just in the shower or in your car. Singing with your whole heart activates both your spirit and your body. 3. Create a playlist. Make a playlist of songs of power and mercy that you can listen to whenever you need a boost. Let these songs become your go-to when you're facing a tough day. 4. Speak truth. When you sing, you're declaring truth. Speak life over yourself by singing words that remind you of God's power and mercy. Let these truths shape your day. Now, let's hear from you. What are your favorite songs of power and mercy? Drop them in the comments below to inspire other viewers. You never know how your song could help someone else start their day with faith and joy. And if you're feeling encouraged by today's message, don't forget to hit that like button, share this video with a friend who needs to hear this, and subscribe if you haven't already. Let's spread the power of singing songs of God's mercy and strength to the world.